How much of your life are you actually living? Like, really living. Not overthinking, not waiting for someday, not holding back who you are, but actually being fully present as your true self. Because here is the truth. Most of us are stuck. Stuck in our heads, stuck in the past, stuck worrying about what people think. And while we are busy being stuck, life is happening right now, and we are missing it. In this video, we are breaking it down. Why we struggle to live in the moment, how it is stopping us from being our real selves, and most importantly, how to start showing up as you today. Think about the last time you wanted to say something but did not. The last time you wanted to try something new but hesitated. The last time you wanted to just be yourself but you held back. Why do we hold back? Because we are always thinking about something else. We are stuck in the past, over-analyzing mistakes. Or we are worrying about the future, afraid of what people will think. And because of that, we don't actually live in the moment. But here is the thing, your life isn't happening in the past. It's not happening in the future. It is happening right now. When we were kids, we just were. We played, we laughed, we lived in the moment. But somewhere along the way, we started filtering ourselves, adapting, editing, watching what we say, how we act, who we are. And before we know it, we are not really ourselves anymore. And that is why so many of us feel lost. Because we are waiting for the right time to be ourselves. But here is the truth. The right time is actually now. The more you hold back, the more you lose touch with who you really are. And when you are not fully yourself, life starts to feel dull. You're there, but not really there. You overthink every conversation. You replay moments in your head. You hesitate to speak your truth because what if people don't like it? But here is the thing. Who is living your life? You or everyone else? That is only you, right? When you finally let yourself be, when you stop overthinking, when you stop holding back, when you stop waiting, you don't just exist. You actually live. And that's when life starts to feel real. Have you ever watched an opportunity passing by you just because you were too scared to take the leap? It's like standing on the edge, watching your authentic self move forward while you are stuck in the station waiting for the right moment. But here's the thing. Life doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It moves fast and it keeps moving, even when you hesitate. The moment to be you, to live fully as yourself, is now. So, how do you step off the platform and catch that train to a more authentic, fulfilling life? Let's dive in. The first step is to drop the filter and speak your truth. This step is one of the hardest, but also one of the most powerful. The number one thing that keeps us from being authentic is the constant need to filter ourselves. We edit what we say to avoid judgment, make people like us, and avoid conflict. But here's the thing. People can tell when you're not being real. And even worse, you can feel it as well. It creates a sense of disconnection and stress. So take a moment and think. When was the last time you held back an honest opinion because you were afraid of how it would be received? Maybe it was a situation at work, with a friend, or even a family member. How did it make you feel? Stressed? Fake? Here is how to change that. Next time you catch yourself editing your words, take a deep breath and ask, what do I actually want to say? Just speak it. If you are worried about the response, remind yourself, this isn't about perfection. It's about expressing your truth. For example, in a meeting, if you disagree with a proposal, say it without overthinking. You could say something like, I understand the idea, but I have a different perspective on this. And here is why. This doesn't mean you have to be rude or confrontational, but it does mean you stop holding back for the sake of being liked. And trust me, people respect honesty. And if you're ready to stop holding back and reconnect with your real self, I've got something for you. A free self-discovery journal filled with questions to help you figure out who you truly are. You can download it for free by clicking in the link in the description below and start your journey today. The next step is to do something unfiltered every day. Living authentically isn't just about talking the talk. It is actually about walking the walk. It's about doing something every day that is an unfiltered expression of who you are. And I'm not talking about huge life decisions. I'm talking about the little moments. The seemingly small things that align with who you truly are. For example, let's say you've been following the latest trends in fashion, even though they don't fit your style. Or maybe you've always wanted to wear something with more color or something that feels more comfortable to you. Well, tomorrow, try to wear it without overthinking about anyone else's opinion. Every day, choose one small act that shows the world who you are unapologetically. Maybe it's laughing loudly when something is funny, even if you're at work. Or it could be doing something spontaneous, like signing up for a class or a hobby you have always wanted to try, just because you love it. By doing this, you are strengthening your authentic energy. And it is not just about style or hobbies. It is about choosing what feels right to you in every situation. So if you're invited to an event you don't really want to go to, instead of people pleasing, try saying no. If you are uncomfortable with a certain social dynamic, speak up. These little moments, though they may seem small, send a powerful message to the universe. That you are here, you are you, and you are not going to apologize for it. The final step is to let go of who you should be and just be you. Here is when it gets even deeper. So many of us live our lives trying to meet other people's expectations. We think we need to be more successful, more fit, more outgoing, basically more or something we are not, just to fit to someone else's mold. But let's face it, that is exhausting. And here is the kicker. It is totally unnecessary. You don't need to be who anyone thinks you should be. You need to be who you are right now. Think about it. How much time have you spent wondering if you are enough? Wondering if your life measures up to everyone else's highlight reel? Here is the truth. The moment you stop chasing other people's approval and start living by your own values, that is when life becomes truly fulfilling and yours. So here is an actionable step for you. One of the best ways to start is by taking a break from social media for a day. That's right. No scrolling, no comparing, just you and your own space. Ask yourself, what do I really want right now? Not based on anyone else's standard, but from a place of real desire. Maybe you realize you have been pushing yourself to follow a career path that is not aligned with your true passion. Maybe you are ready to embrace a hobby or creative pursuit that brings you joy. Whatever it is, trust that it's valid. There's no should in this equation, only you. It can also help to make a list of all the things you shouldn't be doing anymore. Let go of the idea that you need to be anyone other than the person you are right now. Once you release that weight, your authentic self will start to flow more naturally. Learning to live in the moment is a journey. It's about letting go of what others think and embracing the real you. And remember, none of this happens overnight. It's a process. But each time you take a small step towards authenticity, you are breaking down the walls that you have been holding you back. So let go of waiting for the right moment, because the moment is now. The time to be yourself, fully and unapologetically, is right now. And the magic happens when you start living from that place. Now here is the thing. Learning to live here and now is powerful, but without awareness and mindfulness, it's easy to fall back into old habits and lose touch with who you really are. Without practicing self-awareness, you will keep reacting on autopilot, second-guessing yourself, and struggling to understand what you truly want. So click on the screen to figure out how to practice mindfulness and self-awareness, because the more you know yourself, the easier it becomes to live as your authentic self.